students. Today we're gonna learn about the zeroth law of thermodynamics. So what does it say? Let's first explain what does zeroth law of thermodynamics say, and then we will go into the history. Why do we call it zeroth law? That's a pretty interesting question, right? In order to understand the zeroth law of thermodynamics, first of all, you have to know what does thermal equilibrium mean. Thermal equilibrium means that same temperature. If two systems, let's say system A and system B, are in thermal equilibrium, that means they have same temperature. They share same temperature, okay? So you can call two systems to be in thermal equilibrium when they have the equal temperature, okay? So this is the first thing that you have to memorize. Now let's go into the definition. First things first, let's draw a figure, okay? So let's say I have three systems, system A, system B and system C. If system A and system C are connected, they are connected like that, right? And if they are connected, or they are connected by some, let's say, thermal property, and their temperature is same. If their temperature is same, meaning temperature of A and temperature of C both are same, that means there is thermal equilibrium, okay, because they have the same temperature. Now system B and system C, they are connected and they are also in thermal equilibrium. So system B and system C both are in thermal equilibrium, hence they have the same temperature, they share the same temperature, okay? So let's recap. System A and system C are in thermal equilibrium. System B and system C are in thermal equilibrium. So the zeroth law of thermodynamics says system A and system B must be also in thermal equilibrium, even if they are not connected, even if they don't touch each other. So you can see that A and B are not touching each other directly, but indirectly they are touching each other through C, okay? So let me repeat. I have a system A which is connected to system C by thermal equilibrium. I have a system B and it is connected to same system C and they are in thermal equilibrium. Then according to the zeroth law of thermodynamics, I can say that system A and B, even if they are not touching each other, they are in thermal equilibrium. So this is the first law of thermodynamics. I hope you understand now. So let's see what I have written here. So here the law states that if two thermodynamic systems are each in thermal equilibrium with the third system, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. This is the statement. If zeroth law of thermodynamics comes in your exam, you must write this line, okay? In simpler terms, if system A is the same temperature as system C, the example I gave earlier, and system B is the same temperature as system C, then system A and system B are in same temperature even if they never touch. This is zeroth law of thermodynamics for you. So I have some other examples that is written here, so I'm not going to repeat that because you can read that from the video, right? So now let's discuss about why do we call it zeroth law of thermodynamics. That's pretty interesting. That's because of the history. The law was formulated by Fowler in the 1930s, and as you already know, the laws of thermodynamics, which is first law, second law, third law of thermodynamics, have been already established well before 1930s. So first zeroth law of thermodynamics came after first, second and third law. So you might also ask, why don't you call it fourth law of thermodynamics? You know why? Because zeroth law of thermodynamics is more fundamental than first, second and third law. So it should be, zeroth law of thermodynamics should have been the first law of thermodynamics, but as first law of thermodynamics is already been declared, so I can't just name it first law of thermodynamics, right? So what do I call it? I call it zeroth law of thermodynamics. So, however, scientists realized that this concept was actually more fundamental than the others, than the first, second, or third laws. Then it had to be for the, it had to be true for the first three laws to even make sense, right? So, first of all, you should have stated zeroth law, then you should have discussed about first, second, and third law. So I really hope this video helped you in understanding zeroth law of thermodynamics. If it did, please subscribe to my channel. If it didn't, you can put your constructive criticism under the comment section.